Great, welcome back everyone. So it's 2020, we have some new projectors to take a look at this year. First on the list is this NEC NP-PE455UL. So the UL, it basically stands for WUXGA. There's a sister model, which is a WL. So the WUXGA is 1920 by 1200, standard laptop resolution for most people. The WXJ is just a little bit lower resolution than that. And of course there's a price difference. This one's going to be a little bit higher because you have that extra detail. But this is a laser projector, okay? This is a laser LCD projector. And it comes in at 4500 lumens, which is an interesting spot to fill. We don't have a lot of laser projectors in that range. We have some that start a little bit higher. But with that slightly lower lumen amount, brightness amount, you get a slightly longer throw range. So this comes in at 1.2 to 2.0. So basically you can position this thing anywhere from like 4 or 5 feet back to 44 feet. It's got a 1.6 zoom, so you're going to be able to dial in that image wherever you need to place it. So if you're inside of a church, you know, position it underneath the bleachers. If you're in a small, medium business, you can just set it right on the counter. You can install it from the thing, and you'll be able to get a really nice image and dial it in the way you want. There's some other really nice features that go along with this projector, which we haven't seen a lot in other places. So it's not a 4K projector, I want to make that clear, but it is 4K capable. So as we start to see more and more sources, video sources that are 4K, you still need to be able to show those sources and present those sources no matter what kind of resolution it's going to be presented at. This model, as well as the WXGA, will accept that 4K input, and then it just kind of scales it down to 1920 by 1200. It's still going to look fantastic. It's not going to be true 4K though, so let's just get that out of the way. But at the end of the day, the price for this projector is, and for everything you get for it, is just remarkable. Let's just dive down the list of what those things are. So it's got pretty nice lens shift. It's got around 30 degrees of horizontal lens shift back and forth. All this is manual, and 60 degrees vertical. So once it's installed, if you're a little bit off the screen, you can just go in. It's not a powered lens shift, so you're gonna have to do this while you're on the ladder or wherever you're at, and you just go in and you manually adjust. But that does allow that flexibility there. It also has lots of inputs. You've got dual VGAs, you got dual HDMIs, you got LAN accessibility. You can set this up to your network. Great, so we're taking a look at the back of the 455UL, and we're looking at the inputs here. So what you have is you have your USB input here. You can use that for actually presenting PC free. You can do all your presentations as long as they're stored as JPEG files and present without a computer or any kind of source hooked up. You have your VGA in, your computer in. You have 2 HDMIs, so you can do fast switching. You have a LAN port, so you can connect to your network. There's also free software that allows you to set up scheduling for this projector. You can have it auto turn on, auto turn off, and just monitor it. Or if you have multiples of these in a school environment, then you can set up everything from one central spot and maintain usage and all that. So you can track it very easily. You have your audio inputs and your outputs. We talked about that being variable audio, so you can control with the remote. And you have PC control too. So if you do have this plugged into your network or your local PC, you can actually work all the controls that you'd be able to work from your remote via the PC without ever having to get up. So very functional, very neat. And of course you have your IR infrared indicator for your remote. So wherever you have it setting, you can access that.